शलाकया चक्षुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुवैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिते नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। वन्दे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यं नित्यानन्दसहोदितौ गौडोदये पुष्पवन्तौ चित्रौ शम्दौ तमोनुदौ हाजानुलम्बितभुजौ कनकावधातौ संकीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nittam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavat Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Welcome all of you for the Srimad Bhagavatam class this morning at the lotus feet of Shri Shri Gaur Nitai. Hare Krishna. Is it loud enough? You all can hear me in the last row. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam 8:38. Mita kalira bhutesham tadarte tarshachetasam aham purvam natvam yiti prabha mita kalira bhutesham tadarte tarshachetasam aham purvam natvam yiti prabha. All Prabhujis together. Mita kalira bhutesham tadatte tarshachetasam aham purvam natvam yiti prabha. All Matajis. Mitaha, among themselves. Kalihi, disagreement and quarrel. Abhut, there was. Tesham, of all of them. Tadarthe, for the sake of nectar. Tarsha chetasam, bewildered in heart and soul by the illusory energy of Vishnu. Aham, I. Purvam, first. Aham, I. Purvam, first. Na, not. Tvam, you. Na, not. Tvam, you. Iti, thus. Prabha, O King. Translated purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O King, a quarrel then arose among the demons over who would get the nectar first. Each of them said, you cannot drink it first. I must drink it first. Me first, not you. Purport. This is a symptom of demons. The first concern of a non-devotee is how to enjoy his personal sense gratification at once. Whereas the devotee's first concern is to satisfy the Lord. This is the distinction between the non-devotee and the devotee. In this material world, since most people are non-devotees, they regularly compete, fight, disagree, and war among themselves. For everyone wants to enjoy and satisfy his own senses. Therefore, unless such demons become Krishna conscious and are trained to satisfy the senses of the Lord, there can be no question of peace in human society or any society, even that of the demigods. The demigods and devotees, however, always surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. And thus the Lord is always anxious to satisfy their ambitions. While the demons fight to satisfy their own senses, devotees engage in devotional service to satisfy the senses of the Lord. The members of Krishna consciousness movement must be alert in regard to this point, and then their preaching of the Krishna consciousness movement will be successful. So, here Prabhupada is saying here, so one should become Krishna conscious, he is saying. And secondly, he says one should be trained to satisfy the senses of the Lord. So without the training in Krishna consciousness and training to restrain the senses and serve the Lord with our senses, there cannot be any peace in human society, Prabhupada says. So the context of this shloka is, as you all know, the demons and demigods were at one point of time on a truce. Together they did the Samudra Manthan, isn't it? One side demons, other side demigods. And while churning the milk, this is the last part that is explained, where the Lord Dhanvantari brought the Amrit Kalash. As he brought it out, all the people, demons, they came forward and they snatched it from the hands of the Lord. Can somebody snatch and take away from the Lord? If somebody is able to do, that is also Lord's pastime. Correct, no? Just like a father may allow the child to do what he wants. But Lord allowed them for a purpose. Okay, you want to snatch it from me and take, let us see what you do. So Lord allowed them to snatch, again took it back in the form of Mohini Murti from them. Correct, no? So can anyone cheat the Lord? Cheating the Lord is like spitting on the sky, it is said. If you spit, it will come and land on your cheeks. Nobody can cheat the Lord. Yutam chalayatam asmi, Lord is saying in the Gita. He said, I am the best of the cheats, Krishna says. If you try to cheat me, you are sadly mistaken, you will get cheated also. So nobody can trick the Lord. They thought they can cheat the Lord by taking away the Amrit Kalash. At that time, a quarrel broke out amongst them, amongst the demons. You may say demons are all one category. Why are they having a quarrel? Here is a point. Initially they quarreled with demigods. Then they quarreled among themselves. You will see that. And there will be further and further forming of groups amongst them. Prabhupada says one group of demons were weak demons, others were strong demons. So the weak demons are the communist demons. And the strong demons are capitalist demons. So who took away the Kalash? Capitalist demons. And the communist demons were sitting in one corner. And they said, hey, we should divide and enjoy. What kind of rule is this? One fellow is taking and running away. So, in this way, communists and capitalists both are talking about we deserve to enjoy, but none of them is talking about whom does the Amrit belong to. That's the point here. If one knows it belongs to Supreme Lord, one should say that let us ask the Lord what we should do with this. Lord knows what is best for each of us. So this is the difference between a devotee and a demon, Prabhupada says. So a demon is thinking only about enjoying his own senses, whereas the devotees of the Lord are trying to satisfy the senses of the Lord, and they will not do anything without the Lord's guidance or direction or blessings of the Lord. They won't act independently. So this is a very important purport. Yesterday we have been beginning the topic of competition, which I will continue in relation to this purport today. Before I begin the talk, I would like to take the blessings of Jivanand Prabhu, who is amidst us. He has just arrived early morning today in Kolkata, and after the breakfast, Prabhu will address all of us at 12 o'clock. We are all very eagerly looking forward for Prabhuji. Haribol! So, amongst those who approach the Lord and are considered as obedient to the Lord, there are two categories. One are the demigods, others are pure devotees. So those who are pure devotees, they are like puppets in the hands of the Lord. Huh? Like Srila Prabhupada said, Nachava Nachava Prabhu, Nachava se mate. Kashtera putili jana Nachava se mate. I am simply a puppet in your hands, my Lord. You can make me dance the way you want. Huh? They completely offer their body, mind and words in complete supplication to the Lord. And the demigods, they want to surrender to the Lord, but they have their material desires also. They want to surrender also, they have material desires also. So they worship the Lord with the intention of receiving some gifts from the Lord. Yeah. Demigods. That is why they are made as administrators in the material world, so that they will have some role to play in the material world along with their devotional service. Those who become completely pure devotees, they will go back home, back to Godhead. Or they will come to the material world on duty for preaching and propagating and making devotees. Their activity is purely devotional. But the demigods have a mixed devotion. They want to serve the Lord at the same time, little bit of desire to enjoy also. But the beauty of this Samudramantan Leela pastime, churning on the milk ocean, is, although demigods have their mind and senses desiring to enjoy, the Lord called them for a meeting in the beginning of this project of Samudramantan and told the demigods, if you all become angry with demons and demons become angry with you, your goals will not be achieved. Therefore, restrain your anger and focus your eye on the ultimate goal to be achieved. That's a very good lesson for all of us. When you are living in a devotee community, like yesterday one boy was asking me, if somebody is unreasonable, I become extremely angry and I want to cut their nose and prove to them that they are wrong. I was telling that devotee, okay, after proving that they are wrong, the relation becomes strained. And then when you want him for service, he will give some glib excuses. So he said, yes, Prabhuji, that's happening. Huh? He's not cooperating. I said, yes. So this is called as penny-wise, pound-foolish. So if you strain relation with the devotee due to which end goal is not achieved, which is to do service in Prabhupada's mission. So therefore, sometimes somebody is saying or doing certain things you are unhappy about. At the same time, you should know how to convey your displeasure in such a way that his cooperation in Prabhupada's mission will not be hampered. That requires some amount of smartness, correct, no? Like for example, in case he promised that he will do a service and he didn't do it, what I should do? We can say that, Prabhu, you promised you will do it, you couldn't do it. Probably I think you are getting overloaded nowadays, isn't it? And therefore it is difficult for you. If it is difficult, then I will do it. Is it all right? Then he will say, no, Prabhuji, I will try my best to complete it. I'll complete. If you call him and tell him, you promised you will do the service, now you didn't do it, why are you lying like this? Why are you saying one thing and doing another? If you cannot do, you should have told me in the beginning. If you say like that, immediately his face becomes small. Next time he will not cooperate. So how many of you experience in dealing with devotees, sometimes they reduce the cooperation when we are little rigid with them, correct? Experience we have. So we all are serving in Prabhupada's mission. We have to make sure that the end goal of pleasing Prabhupada is achieved by our, our proper conduct and behavior. Therefore, Lord said, if you become angry, your end goal will not be achieved. You and demons will be fighting, nobody will get Amrit. How many of you want Amrit? Yes, then all demigods said, we all want Amrit. Okay, then you give up your anger. This is called as, tolerating with wisdom. It's not blind tolerance. What tolerance? And what is that wisdom? I am in Prabhupada's mission and I have to see that Prabhupada's mission is accomplished. Therefore, I can tolerate. Prabhupada himself is an example. When Prabhupada came to America, in Sally Agarwal's, Sally Agarwal's Mataji, Gopal Agarwal, Sally Agarwal, when he was staying in the home, he kept his potato, tomato, everything in the fridge. But in the same fridge, there was also meat. So did Prabhupada say anything? He just tolerated. And one of the days in the long hall which they had, the main hall of the house, in the middle there was a table and surrounding which all the friends of Agarwal family had come. They were all drinking also, drinking, smoking, everything they were doing, talking, putting a party. Prabhupada was sitting in one corner of the hall, doing his own reading, writing. Next day morning, Agarwal family, husband wife told Prabhupada, Swamiji, we are sorry. We made a lot of noise in the hall and we were taking all these things. You must be a little upset with us. Prabhupada said, no, that's all right, he said. Because Prabhupada knew, if I am going to make a big noise, they will ask me to go elsewhere. And I have no place to go. So it's better for me to tolerate and adjust. So in our spiritual life also, actually we as living entities in this world have been adjusting to Maya and continuing and prolonging our term in material existence. That adjusting is condemned. Prabhupada says, don't go on adjusting with material nature and wanting to drag your life. That is called as Jivitasha. Jivitasha means desire to prolong our material existence. That is glorified or condemned? Heavily condemned in the Bhagavata. All living beings are trying to adjust with Maya and continue. Prabhupada tells one story in this connection. There was one father with 10 daughters and he got them all married. In some occasion, all the daughters and son-in-laws came for some occasion. It was a 3-day festival. But after the 3 days were over, half of them went back, other half stayed back. And the father had 10 daughters and one son. So he called the one son and said, hey, these 5 people are not going, what to do? He said, you are giving very opulent foods. So instead of giving pulao, kadhi, rasamalai, puran poli, jalebi, gulab jamun, everything, you cut down the sweet, they'll go away. When the sweet was cut, 2 of them left. Then still others were hanging around. So the brother said, now you cut the sabji, only rice dal. After that was another 2 also left. But there was one Dhananjay who didn't leave. If any of your name is Dhananjay, please forgive me. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's Prabhupada says. So that one fellow was still hanging around. 2 weeks passed, 3 weeks passed, he was not leaving. So finally, the father asked the son what to do. Son said, tomorrow morning he will leave, don't worry. Next day morning, that fellow was covered with a blanket, sleeping. The son took a stick and bit him. Pat. That fellow jumped up and ran away. So this story, why Prabhupada says, Maya Devi is creating so much trouble here in this world. Sometimes too much cold, too much heat. Sometimes there is too much rain, sometimes there is no rain. Sometimes there is flood, sometimes there is no water. In some places there is too much heat, in some places sun doesn't show up at all. Isn't it? But still the living entities don't make a plan to get out of this world and go back to Godhead. And they are going on, prolonging the term. They say, oh, it's too hot, we will put an air conditioner. Oh, if it is too cold, we will have a heat pump. Isn't it? Oh, we are not getting water in this locality. We will arrange for a dam. Whenever rain comes, we will store it. And then when rains are not there, we will take from the dam. Like that. So they always keep adjusting in the material world. That kind of dragging in this material world is condemned. On the contrary, adjusting in spiritual life for the sake of achieving the end goal, the pleasure of the Lord, pleasure of Acharya, that is glorified. So we should know where to adjust. While dealing with devotees, we have to learn to adjust. So Lord told the Devatas, don't become angry unnecessarily. If you become angry, you will not accomplish your end goal. Be patient, he said. Like one man was a man who would lose temper very easily for small things. He got married. So because wife comes from another family, so she was little slow to do things. She was forgetful. So the man, just after 1 month of stay with the wife, one day he became angry and gave her a slap. Immediately she left the home and went to her parents' home. 3 months this fellow had to cook morning and evening. That time he realized, my Lord, just because of I raised the hand, and the punishment for that is what? 3 months cooking, morning, evening, I have to do. That means if we lose temper, then we lose the support also from others. So how many of you think it's a good lesson for us? Correct, no? especially in this day and age, when we want everything fast, because it's a machine age. Machine is fast. Similarly, we want people to be like a machine also. Yeah. So then the Lord told them, na bhetavyam kalakutat vishat jalati sambhavat. Lord said, while doing your project, there will be some poison will emerge from the ocean. There is a possibility. As soon as you see the poison, do not quit the project and run away. Even if you are living in a ISKCON temple as a brahmachari, there will be some problems, which will be like poison type of problems. What is the poison? Somebody will find fault with you, criticize you. You may be crying that I am trying to do good, still people find fault with me. Things like that. Many people have left the temple and gone home thinking that I will be more peaceful at home. And then they realized at home the problem was triple times bigger, 3 times more bigger. So one should not think whether you are a brahmachari, whether you are a grihastha, you will always have some challenges will be there, and one should not quit the project and go away. In one temple, there was one senior lady was fixed for services of the deity. Who will dress the deity, who will make jewelry for the deity, who will cook for the deity. But she was a little strong-natured lady. One Mataji was coming for service. She saw after 2 weeks that the senior lady is very strong. So she gave up the service and then didn't go to temple and didn't take up the service. When her spiritual master came, she told spiritual master, Maharaj, I really like people with a humble attitude. Humble, tolerant, respectful, such kinds of people. This lady is so-called senior. Because she has an arrogant attitude, I don't want to take service from her and do. So I stopped going to temple. I am doing my devotion at home. So our guru told her, it's very foolish on your part. You see, you are actually serving Srila Prabhupada and me through that agent. She is giving you service. By doing the service, we are pleased with you. Prabhupada is pleased, I am pleased when I do the service. Because service purifies. And you have to little bit tolerate her nature. Then you will be awarded with service. But if you are upset with her nature, you don't go to temple at all. By not going to temple, by not rendering service, who suffers? Who suffers? The lady suffers or the service awarder suffers? He told her. Then she understood, oh, really, I never thought like this. We should never quit service. Even though it may be difficult, we can take help from the seniors and equals. We can ask them, how do I do this? It's a little difficult for me. Never quit a service. Because why do we want to quit? Because by quitting the service, we think, I will do another service, it will be easy for me. By the time you take a easy service, after some time, that easy service also becomes little difficult. Then you quit that also. Then you go for a third service. Now some people change service after service. Some people change temple after temple also. They keep moving. That is why yesterday we read one verse. Even if a dissatisfied person goes to Indraloka, he will still not be satisfied. So we keep moving. So Lord said, when going gets tough, the tough should get going. So you should persist. That's the meaning of a devotee. Devotee should persist in difficult times. It's like putting gold into fire. What happens when you put gold in fire? It shines. All the impurities are washed away. It's like heavy rains pouring on a mountain top. These two examples are given in Srimad Bhagavatam. When heavy rain pours on a mountain top, the mountain is clean, completely washed off. It shines beautifully. Similarly, the difficulties that come in doing any project, they are actually going to purify us, bring the best out of us. So the Lord told that when you have some halal poison coming, don't quit and go away. I'll be there for you. I will arrange someone to drink that halal and it will be all right. And then he told them, when different gifts come out of the ocean, do not be lusty for them. I want this, I want that. You should not want anything. Whatever I give you, that is good for you. Whatever I am not giving you, that is not good for you. And I may give some to you, and I may give some to the demons also. In case I give some more gifts to demons, you should not become greedy. Because you can't compare. Hey, why are you giving them more? You are giving me less. Don't say that. Have trust in me. Whatever I am giving you is for your good. That's it. That means don't be lusty for these objects. If I don't give you anything, don't ask anything. At the end, you will get amritam. If I give you some, you accept those some. And if they get more, don't be greedy. So don't be angry, don't be lusty, don't be greedy, don't be fearful of the poison. These 4 things the Lord told them, demigods. And demigods heard the Lord very well. They all said, we will exactly do as you have said, my dear Lord. They were agreeable to that. And then the first thing the Lord told them, he called Indra and said, Indra, now you go to your enemy, which is Bali Maharaj, and invite him to come for this project like a truce. Both of you can do that. Now, how many of you feel that if your guru tells you to go to your another devotee with whom you have a problem and you request him to do some project along with you, how many of you feel little we will be feeling uneasy? Correct, na? Here Indra did not hesitate. Immediately was agreeable to go. Because who is ordering him? Lord is ordering. So then he went. As soon as the demons saw Indra, who were all surrounding Bali Maharaj, they lifted their weapon and they were gritting their teeth. He's coming, Indra. Attack him, cut him, hit him, like that they were all talking. And Bali Maharaj said, wait a minute, let us see why he is coming here. He may have some intention. Let us find out his intention. So when Indra came and proposed a project that we can do a project together, because our interest is common. You fellows want Amrit, we also want Amrit. We want nectar, both parties. But if we work together, we will get nectar. If we don't work together, we won't get. So it's loss for whom? Both. And if we work together, it is gain for both. So that's our proposal. Bali Maharaj was intelligent. He said, oh, that's a good idea. Let's go for this project. Because the intention of the demons was that we are mightier and the demigods are weaker. At the end of the project, when the result will come, we will swallow it, we will take it. And we will drive away these demigods. And demigods will be cheated. We will cheat them and loot them, and then we will take away. That was their intention. So they were agreeable for the project. They had selfish intentions. And naturally, demigods also have a material component. They also might have had that idea that we will get Amrit. At the same time, the difference between demons and demigods is demigods are obedient to the Lord's order. Whatever Lord says, they will do. That's the speciality. Whereas demons won't do that. So when the project started, many things happened. Long pastime cut short. I will only tell you specific points in this pastime, which are relevant to all of us in our lives. Like you see, in the beginning, demigods and demons are told to pick up the Mandara Parvat. When they were picking up, it was so heavy, it fell, and many of them broke their hands and legs. Yeah. And Lord Vishnu came, glanced at them and repaired their hands and legs instantly. And he himself picked it up, put on the back of Garuda, and on both the wings he took Devatas and Asuras and he flew. You can understand how powerful Garuda must be to carry everybody, isn't it? Carried all of them to the ocean, milk ocean. And then all the medicinal herbs were put in the ocean. And on the top of that, the Mandara Parvat was placed. Because when you churn those medicinal herbs along with the milk ocean's milk, then you get the nectar. So, one side, Devatas, one side, Asuras, and the Vasuki snake was made the churning rope. So, he told the Devatas, you be on the head side. He told the Asuras, you be on the tail side. And they both were ready to go and get started. So, when the project had just started, only a few times, immediately one demon said, hey, Lord Vishnu has cheated us. And others were asking, why do you say like that? He said, Aher Pucham Amangalam. He said the tail side of the Vasuki is inauspicious. We have been given the tail, whereas Devatas are given the head side. In the same manner, in devotee communities, sometimes devotees argue, hey, this devotee is given limelight service, and we are given background service. So we don't want to do the service. We want a service on the stage which will be visible to all. So there is I don't know whether people will speak so openly, but they have a desire. People have it, at least in the mind they may desire. He is going to be a master of ceremony, he will take the mic and he will dance on the stage, announcing and everything. And I'll be packing prizes in the background. For all the people, nobody knows who packed the prizes. And they are not going to announce our name also that we packed the prizes. Isn't it? So one thinks like that. So generally people want to impress the other people. When we have a desire to impress, we want to be in the limelight. Correct, no? So most, like for example, you go to any temple, when you go, see if they tell you put the garland for Prabhupada, lead the Guru Puja, or give the class, or do some prominent service, people are happy. Imagine if you go to a temple and they tell you that Prabhuji, there is a need in the kitchen, can you come? One may think it's a background service, correct? Now one may think like that. So that is why the Asuras were thinking that, oh, we are given the tail side and Devatas are given head side. So they immediately, all of them agreed with this demon and said, we boycott. And they put the tail down. Now we are going to quit the project, they said. And Lord Vishnu said, why are you quitting? At least tell me the reason. Why you want to quit? They said, you have tricked us by giving us the tail side. We are all Swadhyaya Shuddha Sampanna. They said, we are very learned in the way, literature. Such a learned people have been humiliated like this, they were saying. And then Vishnu said, okay, wait a minute. And then he asked the Devatas, is it all right, you Devatas, you come to tail side and Asuras go to the head side. Devatas were very cooperative. This is a very amazing thing. Why am I taking this pastime? Are Devatas pure devotees or mixed devotees? Even though they are mixed devotees, they were submissive to the order of Vishnu. So even all of us, we can see in our life, sometimes being mixed in our devotion, we are not able to strictly, seriously, purely practice. So sometimes we overthrow the instructions of even the superiors. Or we neglect, or we ignore, or deliberately we whimsically act. Whimsically we become independent, which is not a good thing, because then we won't achieve the end goal. So Devatas are submissive and obedient. So they told the Lord, wherever you want us to pull the Vaske, we can do that, we can come to tail side. They said, we will do whatever you say. Tell us to go away, we'll go away. Tell us to stay, we'll stay. Tell us to be on head side, we'll be on head side. Tell us to be on tail side, we'll be on tail side. We will do what you say. So, Karishye Vachanam, Tava or Mama? Tava, correct? Initially Arjuna thought Karishye Vachanam Mama. Finally he said Karishye Vachanam, I will do what you say. Lord was very pleased. He told Devatas, come this side. Asuras became ready now. Okay, now that you have given us important service, we are ready to take the head side and we will start the project again. But the problem with limelight service, if you, for example, you become a president of a temple. So I asked this question in Mayapur, in one Utkarsh camp, how many of you would like to be CEO of a company? Everybody raised hand. Then I asked them, why you like to be a CEO? They said, Prabhu, CEO means you are number one, nobody can control you. You are at the top, everybody is below you. And you can order everybody, who is there, come here, and 10 people will come. Who is there, another 10 will come. Everybody will be in our beck and call. We can have control. So they were thinking that's a very happy job. I said, it looks like that for you, but when you are in the top position, that's called as a hot seat. What seat? Hot seat. Imagine there's a garam tawa. You have to sit there. Isn't it? Everybody will put the gun point on you. You see Steve Jobs, Steve Jobs, he is the fellow who started the company. And he only made a team of 5-6 people, so that he can work together and everything. And he always had out-of-box thinking and innovative ideas. At one point of time, these fellows jointly overthrew him. They threw him out. And he didn't mind it. When he went out, he utilized that period for coming up with iPad. That time he came with an Apple. So he was coming up with some innovative idea. After 4 years, these guys realized, my Lord, The brain is out of the company now. We have hands, legs, everything is ready. Without the brain, company cannot flourish. Everything is going down. They all jointly decided, we'll get the fellow back. They told him, see, we had only problem with your independent plans. If you are ready to involve us, then we want to take you back. He said, okay, I'm coming. Again came back, back into company. So, you will find in this world, although number one position appears to be very attractive, it's a hot seat. Like you are in limelight. Like you want to be popular in YouTube. As much as you are popular, that much envious people will make comments. There will be so many people, unnecessarily they will criticize you. Some will even threaten you also. People don't like to see you famous, popular. So in the same manner, limelight service attracts problems. So that's what happened. When the project continued, when they're doing, suddenly Vasuki felt vomiting sensation. Like that he started emanating smoke, poisonous smoke from his mouth. Immediately Asuras, their faces were burning with carbon black. And all the demons were shouting, "Hare, you fool, you wanted to leave the tail and come to the head. Tail side, no smoke is coming. Smoke is coming only from mouth of Vasuki. That was a very safe place. Now you brought us here and now carbon is on our face." Then that fellow said, "Why are you calling me a fool? You are greater fools because you obeyed me." So in this way, they were having a quarrel with one another. Again they said, again we are going to quit the project. There are some devotees, first they will say they have problem here, you sort it out, they have problem here, they have problem here. Anywhere you put. So once I asked the devotee, is the problem in those places or problem with you? Correct, na? Here I put you, you have problem. Here also you have problem. Here also you have problem. Here also, everywhere you have problem. So the problem is false ego. Correct, na? Then Lord Vishnu said, don't quit. Stay. I will put Vasuki to sleep. The Lord said. So Vasuki was put to sleep. Vasuki was not sending out smoke. Everything was set right. Now the project started. When multiple gifts were coming, the demigods saw that Lord is giving many gifts to Asuras. And they were all eyeing at them. They were talking to each other naturally. Correct, no? They see, that well, they got one more, two more, five more. They kept quiet. Why they kept quiet? Yeah. The Lord told. Similarly, in the path of devotion service, you will see many gifts will come. They are called Tarangarangini, we call it. Tarangarangini means, you will see that when you give lectures, when you expand a community, many people will start praising you as if you are a pure devotee. People will come and give you gifts. And sometimes one gets into a mode of an enjoyer. I am a mentor, or I am a counselor, or I am a preacher, I am a manager. Everybody is praising me. Maybe I have a halo around my head. It's called as holier than thou attitude, we call it. We get a proud attitude, and many people come and give us gifts. And they lift us up above their shoulder, and we are floating in great bliss, and that bliss is technically called sense gratification. We think it's not bliss actually, it's a neophyte happiness of being praised and adored by a group of people. Then this fellow will not go and sit down and he will not hear any seniors' lectures because he is more attracted to his own followers. See, our followers will catch us by the feet and pull us down because feet is easy for them to catch because they are below you. Correct, no? And our superiors will catch our shika and pull us up. Correct, no? And our people in the side also, those who are our peers, they can give honest feedback to us. How many of you got some feedback from your peers? Correct, no? Yeah. They will honestly tell you. Of course, they know that you may not listen to them also, still they say. Peers you don't take seriously. So you feel that they are giving feedback, that pierces us. That's why you say peers can pierce you. Isn't it? So you don't like it, but still you hear it like this and leave it, but they give you feedback. If you don't listen, they will go to your superiors and tell. Correct? No? Superiors pull us up. But people below us, what they will do? They'll catch your both feet and pull you down. It's very easy for them to do. How they don't intend to pull you, They pamper you. By pampering you, gradually we lose our good intelligence, and we become foolish, lose our discrimination power. So therefore, equal association and senior association is of paramount importance. It's very, very important for us. We have to check our days when you are passing. How much senior association have I taken in terms of hearing the lectures, in terms of meeting, and so there are various type of instructions. Some lectures you get from some instructions you get from the lectures you get, and teachings, and some you get personalized instructions which are geared towards cleansing our anarthas from our mentor, from our senior. We have to check whether I got some pointers to work upon. Am I working upon them and cleansing my mind and heart? Like you see, Rahugana, he was going to attend a Bhagavatam class in the Kapilashrama. He was a good soul, pious. But even on the way he became proud. And he mistreated who? Jadabharata. And Jadabharata's little good association immediately cleansed his false pride. He became humble. So therefore, even as a pious person can become proud. We have to be very careful in this world. We have to be very alert, not to become victim to Maya. And how do we do that? By being obedient to the superiors, you see. Actually, some people, because of lack of obedience, they left the Sangha of devotees and went away. After going away, they lamented at, oh alas, I was in good association. Problems were there, but not so much. But I made a big hue and cry for small problems, and now I am suffering even much more. Prabhupada said, spiritual life is difficult, material life is? So one shouldn't leave the association of devotees. Like coal, if it is in red hot fire, the coal is also red. But the same coal, if it falls off, falls outside, it becomes black. So being in the association of devotees is like a coal in the midst of fire. So you will be glowing with spiritual tejas if you are with the devotees. But you leave the association, we become black, which means we lose discrimination, we lose enthusiasm. Somehow we are dragging along in spiritual life. So we have to always keep ourselves in good association. So, and that's possible by little bit of not losing temper and tolerating the devotees, one thing. And also not being greedy, not being lusty, not quitting the project just because there are some problems, correct, no? Being persistent. And along with all these things, most important instruction is being obedient to the Supreme Lord and those who are guiding us, correct, no? That's what the Devatas did. They saw many gifts are being given to Asuras, they didn't mind it. Lord has promised us that He will give us the Amritam, which is far more valuable than all these gifts. Now what are these gifts? And what is the poison and what is Amrit? This is also very important to know. These gifts are all, earthly pleasures or heavenly pleasures. Say for example, somebody is a brahmachari, is practicing, and sometimes brahmacharis have become distracted by opposite sex. They have got carried away. Sometimes the students, they have become distracted by social media scrolling. Or porn watching, they have got distracted. Sometimes a married man and his good wife, in the name of, setting right their material life, purchasing a house, or putting up the family, they have got distracted also. Like that, you will find. So in this way, the gifts coming from the ocean are all distractors. Right? Therefore, Lord said, don't be attached to them. If I give, you accept. I will only give what you can handle. What you cannot handle, I will not give. So you be convinced, God knows best. Repeat. God knows best. Be convinced about this. Whatever Lord is giving me, it's for my good. Whatever He is not giving me, Lord didn't give me. Why? Because I can't handle it. I don't have the adhikar. I don't have the qualification to handle it. So, therefore, everything in our life we should know that exactly Krishna has given me things which are within my reach to handle. So, in this way, this is the gifts. And what is the poison? That is the anartha nivritti stage. When anartha nivritti stage, poisons come out. When we go from Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha nivritti. Yeah. Some people get frightened. Oh, so much anarthas are coming out of my heart. Some people seeing that anarthas, they run away, give up spiritual life and go away. Huh? But one has to patiently wait, because in a blue ink bottle, if you pour water, everything becomes blue. Huh? If you put more water again, it is blue, but light blue. Huh? Keep pouring water more and more, eventually all the blueness will go away. What will be there? Only transparent water. Similarly, you put the holy name in your ears, it goes inside and washes and brings out. When it brings out the impurities, you get shocked. So much impurities are there. Huh? That's why one boy was telling, Prabhu, after I came to Krishna consciousness, I become more bad than before. He was telling. Then his senior asked him, why do you feel like this? He said, Prabhu, nowadays I go in a bus. As soon as I sit in the window seat, if some young girl comes and sits next to me, I get disturbed. Huh? My Lord, what is this? Then I cringe myself to the window, or I get up and go out. Similarly, any of my friends are calling me, Chalo, let's go out. Immediately I ask them where to go. You want to go to temple or cinema theatre? Huh? Somebody says, eat this. Hey, what is it? Is it prasad or not? Huh? Prabhuji, I have become too allergic in my life. Huh? For small things. I am not quote unquote normal like before. Huh? Isn't it? So I was asking. Prabhuji, Radha Gopinath Prabhu laughed. He said, see, before you became Krishna conscious, you were doing so many sinful activities very comfortably, not knowing that they are improper. That is like, if you put a black dot in a lungi, you know what's a lungi? Huh? Lungi, what do you call it, lungi in English? Huh? Lungi only? Huh? You know what is it? Lungi is actually colorful cloth. Huh? Dark colored cloth with checked or something like that. Huh? In that, if you put one dot, black dot, will anybody be able to see? You can't see it. But once you have a pure white dhoti, you put one black dot, it's clearly visible. So Prabhuji was telling, because you are becoming purer and purer, therefore even when you have small deviations, it's very allergic for you, he said. Just like a buffalo, if you pinch a buffalo, only your finger will pain. Correct now? Buffalo doesn't feel the pinch, isn't it? On the other hand, you pinch a boy, he will feel pain. Correct now? Which means we have been completely insensitive to the sinful activities we were doing before, like buffalo type consciousness. Correct now? Now, because you are refining, therefore you are becoming more alert. Prabhuji said, it's a good sign. He said, you are not eating anything people give you. You don't go anywhere you want. Huh? You are a little more alert. He said, it's a very good sign. You understand this point? So, therefore, the halahal stage one has to cross through. Beyond that, the Amrit which is coming is Krishna Prem. The last thing, we will definitely get the Krishna Prem if we persist till the end of the project. Correct? Not give up and run away. So, in this way, the Lord was giving different gifts and everything. And then when just before halahal, the Kaustuba jewel came. So Lord took that and wore it in his neck. When halahal came, Lord invited Shiva to eat the halahal. Now some people may have a doubt in the mind. Hey, Lord is wearing nice Kaustuba jewel on his own neck, and when problem comes, he is giving it to Shiva. Looks like very selfish. Correct or not? Any common man, when he sees this, some people came to Krishna consciousness movement, but then suddenly, they tried to become enjoyers themselves. Some people even went to the stage of sannyas or even guruship also. At certain point of time, when they tried to play the role of Krishna, they couldn't play. Suddenly they experienced a fall down and left everything and ran away. Left away like that. Because we cannot be enjoyer. We are not meant to be enjoyer. We are supposed to be servant. This is a very important foundational philosophy it is. Like there was one peon, he was always, he's supposed to clean the CEO's room. While cleaning the CEO's room, he had one small desire. I want to sit in the rotating chair of the CEO in front of the large table. How it looks like, he wanted to experience it. That little desire he had. Generally, CEO would come at 10 o'clock. So he looked at the clock, it was only 9:45. He thought no one is around. So slowly he got up and sat in the seat and then rotated a little bit. Suddenly he heard some sound, he heard sound. Immediately got shocked and jumped off. That day the CEO came a little early. Because he had some urgent work to do. 9:50 only he came. But the man thought, thank God, If CEO saw me while entering the room, I am sitting in his seat, the same day my job will be gone. So why was he feeling tension? Because he was not supposed to sit in that seat. Similarly, the enjoyer seat is only for whom? Krishna. And we are trying to sit there. And that's where the problem comes. We are servant. We are meant to serve. You see? So when Lord got the Kaustuba jewel, Lord was thinking even one Shamantaka jewel created so much problem. 4 people were murdered, you know that? In Shamantaka jewel, Satrajit was murdered, Shatadhanva was murdered, the lion, lion dragged that Shamantaka jewel and killed that Prasena, who was Satrajit's brother. Later on, Jamban gave a slap to the lion and killed the lion and took away that. After that, Lord Krishna also went to Jamban's gufa and had a big fight. Lord punched him in such a manner that all his nerves and bones and whole body was paining. It was like a balloon without air. He said, "My dear Lord, you must be Lord Rama. Only Lord Ram can beat me like this. Nobody else can do this." And Krishna laughed, and then Krishna massaged his body and made it proper. He brought it back to his original strength and he became very happy. He said, "Now I am very pleased with you, Lord. I want to give my daughter in marriage to you along with the Shamadaka jewel." So Jambavati was given to Krishna, correct, no? So one fellow got beaten up and 4 fellows were killed for what? For Lord thought one Shamadaka jewel created havoc. And this Kaustuba jewel is million times more valuable. So who can handle it? Only Krishna. Krishna thought nobody else can, only I can handle it. So he only wore it. If Lord didn't wear it, the whole universe would be filled with wars for that Shamadaka jewel. On the other hand, Halahal, why did Lord give it to Shiva? Because he wanted to make Shiva very famous in the entire world as Nilakantha. So that word of Nilakantha you find. So Lord Shiva's glory was enhanced. So Lord Krishna, whatever he does for our good. That's why I told you, God knows best. He understood this Kaustuba jewel only I can handle. So Lord wore it. This halahal, let Shiva handle it. Let me make my devotee glorious. Lord did that. And Devatas had full trust in him. Why he is doing what he is doing. So in this way, actually Shiva handling halahal can be compared to our spiritual master handling our halahal of Anartha. Because Shiva is called as Charachara Gurum, Loka Gurum, Muninam Gurum. Is Guru of the entire universe. Who? Shiva. Similarly, so the spiritual master who comes in our life actually points out our problems and then he gives us solutions. We have to faithfully adapt. Then halahal of anarthas can be removed. So when anarthas are removed, you can progress further. At last, now we are coming to the point where the Amrit Kalash came. Correct, no? So when Amrit Kalash was there, Devatas saw that Asuras have snatched it away. But they were very patient. They didn't tell the Lord, "What is this, Lord? You told you are going to give Amrit, now Amrit is gone. You didn't keep your word. What is this?" They didn't ask like that. They had full faith in the Lord. Lord knows how to extract the nectar from their hands and then serve us. So this quality of the Devatas is very much glorified at the end of that chapter. It says, the project was same, time was same, equipments like Vasuki and Mandara Parvat, they were also same, effort was same, everything was same. Even the Amrit wanted by both demigods, that was also same. But one party got the Amrit, other party didn't get. Why? Because one party was obedient, other party was disobedient. That's the main moral of this pastime. So, in our spiritual life, if you are unnecessarily going to compete with fellow devotees, we will create more trouble than good. I will show you one small picture. See, these 2 deers are saying, the whole ground belongs to them. Hey, this is my ground, don't come here.
We see a fight.
See, other deers are watching. These 2 deers fighting. See, they ran away because the lion is coming, see, from behind. Such a big ground, open area.
Just wait, just wait. Just wait. Ah, it's over.
Oh my
It's over.
God.
It's over. It's over.
My God.
Yeah, it's over.
That's so cool.
It's over. Yeah.
Oh God.
You see, it's over.
So,
It's over.
when devotees fight, then another organization comes and takes over. Correct, no? So if two ISKCON devotees fight, huh? Hey, you cannot preach in this area. Huh? And that fellow says, no, I will preach, let me see what you will do. Huh? So people fight tooth and nail, and then both are fighting and cancelling their energy. And another, by that time, there are so many other organizations waiting, and they are having roaring preaching. And they will take both, because both the people had their own people following. When they see that these guys are quarreling, then what those guys will do? Hey, this is not what we came for. These guys are only quarreling. So let us leave this organization, go to another organization. They will go. And all these people will become customers for someone else. Do you want that? So if you don't want that, so unnecessary quarrel should be avoided. Huh? So in this way, the demigods did not quarrel amongst themselves, or they didn't quarrel with the asuras also. They were patiently waiting for the Lord. They knew that Lord knows best. But the asuras foolishly quarreled with one another, and the end result was asuras lost the Amrit pot. It was they only saw this beautiful woman. Who is that? Moini Murti is Sakshat Vishnu. Vishnu changed his 400 form into a beautiful female with sparkling eyes, long flowing silky hair, and her hips were like thin like a damaru, and her walking was like a peacock, her speech was like a cuckoo. They were completely mesmerized by her bodily fragrance and all the jewelry she was wearing. She was speaking softly. Everybody looked at her, and she was looking at them with sidelong glances. And all the asuras thought, I think she is specially attracted to me. See, actually many males don't know, females are not attracted to the forms of men, they are generally attracted to the pocket of men. How healthy, how wealthy you are, how influential you are in society, how many people consider you a big person. These are things very attractive for women. You know, like celebrities or big people in society, influential people. Women feel that, oh, this person is able to control so many people. He has so much of wealth, so much of power, so much of prosperity. Then they are charmed. On the other hand, man's attraction for a woman is different. They are attracted to the form of the woman. This is a very big research. If you go to the YouTube and find out power of visual, there is a video. Power of visual. You check it. It's available. It's a 4 minutes video. Scientific research clearly shows that man has weakness in his eyes in the form of woman. Whereas woman's weakness is different. She is attracted to the opulence of a man. Power of man, everything. So when these fellows looked at her, they thought she is looking at me for my beauty. Everybody was twisting their mustaches. I think she's attracted to me. So the leader of the demons, when she was coming, walking, so he went to her and said, Madam, see, we all are fighting with one another. You are very good, you have come here. You divide it amongst all of us. She said, really do you trust me? I am walking here with, you don't even know whose daughter I am and whose wife I am. I am like a single woman walking like a prostitute all alone. How do you trust a single woman like this? She asked. That's a question she asked. And then she said, see, if you are going to give it to me, I will do whatever I want with it. Is it all right? Then the leader of the demons laughed. He said, all right, he. Because he lost his good intelligence, you see. When it was given. And then she told all of them, okay, all of us sit in pankti. And you all go and take bath and come. Everybody sat. Devata sat on that side, Asura sat on this side. So she walked through the entire rows of the Asuras. So they got to see her form, smell her fragrance, which was, of her body, and her beauty they saw for a short while. That's all they got. They didn't get Amrit. In the same manner, in this world, if you are attracted to the kshanik sukh or temporary pleasures of the tenderness of the opposite sex, or the enjoyments of the world like Dhanam, Janam, Sundarim, you will get that, but you don't get Krishna Prem. Huh? They missed out that. On the other hand, the Devatas, they were very patiently. When they looked at Mohini Murti, they were not allured. They saw her exactly as they saw Vishnu. Huh? They knew that Lord Vishnu is only doing this trick. They didn't feel lusty, they didn't feel any other erotic emotions. They didn't feel. Huh? So, even as a devotee, yeah, a devotee should see all except one's own wife. Prabhupada says every other woman should be treated as one's mother. That's right. That's why there is a, every name you will see, like Radhika, Devi, Dasi, we say. You should see her as a Devi, everybody. Devi means what? Goddess. You see woman like goddess, then you will respect them naturally. But if you see them as a Dasi, you will get kick on the face. Huh? That's why most people have been kicked by lust in this world. You can see that. Huh? So these fellows were kicked by lust, cheated by lust. Prabhupada says lust is like an iron shackle that shackles the conditioned souls like a secure prisoner, that they cannot do anything great in this world. They cannot advance in spiritual life because sex becomes a great shackles. On the other hand, the devatas are patiently waiting. So she walked, everything, and she started serving the devatas, all the Amrit. Asuras were watching also. But they were afraid to talk. They thought, if I talk now, she will not marry me. They thought like that. But after serving all the devatas, finally, she changed her form. I think she showed Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. Conch shell and, chakra and mace and flower. He turned into Vishnu. Now in front of everybody's eyes, Mohini Murti became Vishnu. And then he vanished from there. So, you will see that Lord only in this world does so many things. So, because they were competing and not cooperating with the Lord's plan, they didn't get anything. So, actually, I had made this when I was traveling in US for ISV devotees, good and bad side of competition. See here, these two children are very happy with each other. They're friends. Whereas here, she is getting the first prize. They both are getting electric shocks here. Correct, na? Isn't it? Yeah. So we shouldn't get shocked like this. So what blocks us from celebrating others' success? Feeling no joy at others' progress, you see. So, like if the small boy has a birthday, many people have come and given gifts. So the elder brother is looking at him, see. See, when you get your birthday, you will also get some gifts. Why do you feel bad about others getting something? Look at these two guys. Apple, you saw the two apple? This fellow is just my so-called, it's called as, smiling faces, crying hearts, we say, correct, na? Actually, wishing another devotee face some failures so that others may think I am better. See the picture. I don't have to explain much. You understand? Yeah. See, feeling insecure and threatened by others' achievements. See, this fellow is telling about his own glories. And I did this, I did that, and I got my master's here, I did this, and I have published this many papers, and I went to this conference, and I have my own this, that, everything. And the other fellow is like shocked, my Lord, and I haven't done all these things. Threatened by others' achievements. Here you can see, instead of this lady focusing on her own watering her plant, she is wasting her time looking at another's plant. So this plant can be compared to our devotional service also. You want to grow in your devotional service or you want to envy others' devotional service? It can be materialized spiritual life. That's what Suniti taught her son Dhruva. My dear child, do not harbor any malice for anybody. You think about your progress, go to Lord Vishnu through Narada, perfect your life. So this lady is about to cry, I think, see here. See the crab mentality. If I can't have it, neither can you. See, if you put crabs in a bucket, you don't have to close it. Why? All of them will make sure that none of them get out. See? Yeah. Unhealthy comparison of ourselves. See, if you are in one team, sometimes even in one temple there is a team which is not able to progress because people pull each other. They don't. Imagine in boat race, some are First 5 are doing back, side 5 they are doing like this. In a boat cannot get ahead if they are working in opposite directions. See these two boys, are they going to get the cookies? What they should do? One should trust the other. Okay, take out the cookie and let us break into half and take. Otherwise, because of competing, they are both salivating but not able to eat. Yeah. See, on the other hand, you see complementary colors. The yellow color is telling to pink color, oh, you look fabulous. The pink color is telling yellow color, oh my God, you too. This is the way friends are supposed to behave, correct now? Yeah. See, Prabhupada is meeting. Here you can see how they are looking at each other. So, actually Prabhupada was always encouraging and appreciative, and because of which he could empower so many people. Read that, one of you, take the mic.
I'm very glad to see that you have out-collected the Sri Sri Radha Damodar party. This is good competition. So now is Tamal Krishna defeated by you. So 1 month you defeat him, another he can defeat you. And in this way Radha Damodar service will be increased by transcendental competition. This is very nice. Letter to Jai Tirtha Das.
Yeah, Prabhupada wrote in Jai Tirtha Prabhu that let Tamal Krishna Maharaj defeat you 1 month, the next month you defeat him by bringing a bigger score. And this is a healthy competition. Let this competition ultimately increase the overall score. Correct, no? Either is saying. So competition, is it bad or good? Competition is good if it is healthy. Actually, we should look at other devotees. Oh, the devotee is quoting nice shlokas. I also want to learn, memorize. Let me go and meet the devotee and learn how to memorize. Or, oh, this devotee prepares very good notes. So let me go and check with the devotee whether I can have a copy of the notes, or let me also learn how to make notes. So learning from other devotees is not envy. But one shouldn't go to the unhealthy zone where we envy others. Yeah, read that.
Winning.
See, there are two dogs here. This dog wants bread, that dog wants biscuits. And the master is here in between. He's wondering what to do. Both the dogs are, not able to get their item. So basically, both the dogs should go to one side, pick up the bread, then they both go to the other side, pick up the cookie, and then sit in the middle and eat peacefully. Correct, now? I read that winning.
Winning at all costs will cost you when it comes to your peers. If your goal is to beat your peers, then you will never be able to lead across them.
Yeah. If we are in a mood of beating down others, we can never grow. We should be in the mood of sharing and learning. In Mayapur, one time, they kept one competition. They had separate tables. In each table, they put two devotees, one pair. And they said, now you both catch the hand, and you defeat him and he will try to defeat you. But whichever team undergoes the maximum rounds of this competition, they will get that Mayapur cake, they said. So everybody started, and most of the teams within 3 to 4 minutes, they only did 1 or 2 rounds, because they both were trying to win one another. But one team was very intelligent. They understood that whichever team makes maximum rounds, they are going to get the cake. So they were doing like this. Yeah. They finished almost 15. They said, Prabhu, 15 times we defeated each other. They said, they got the cake. How many have understood this competition? Correct, na? Because others did not listen to the competition properly. Correct, na? So, therefore one should know that, the other person is not our enemy. Ultimately, they are also a devotee. See these 2 dogs. Correct, na? They are pulling. Finally, they both go together. Somebody has to bend. Correct, na? See, one time I was going for a congregation program in one area. One brahmachari came and told me, Prabhuji, that other devotee has started program in the same housing colony as you. I think, Prabhu, and he wants to take all your people away from you. And I said, if there are 2 programs, it's good only. Because in one house we are already overflowing, not able to accommodate, let him take. Later on I came to know that fellow started in Hindi language. I am doing in English. Again this devotee came running to me 1 month later and said, Prabhu, you are giving program for the IT engineers and all their parents are going for that program. Which program? Hindi program. They want Hindi and you are doing in English. I said, wonderful, because we both preachers are complimenting each other. He said, no, no, Prabhu, if the parents are going, then parents will tell their sons and daughters, take initiation from our guru only. Then all your people will take from that guru, then what? I said, hey, why are you so mean-minded? Huh? You know, actually what, see, if you have a big stainless steel jar filled with, rose milk, you may have 8 taps. You open any tap, what do you get? So 8 gurus are like that only. Because all are Krishna's, Krishna's sound vibration is coming through different people's mouth. Honestly speaking, I don't see any difference between one guru and another. Every guru is ultimately giving what Krishna is giving through them. Balram is called as Samashti Guru. Every guru is called as Vyashti Guru. Correct, no? So Vyashti Guru means individual guru. Samashti Guru is total guru. Sum total of all gurus is Balramji. Yeah? So I told this fellow, this kind of sectarianism only has destroyed our society in many places. Huh? So one shouldn't feel threatened by another devotee preaching in the same area. Huh? Because world is so big and not all souls are interested also. Isn't it? So, yeah, complimenting. See, he is complimenting everybody. So, scarcity mindset, abundance mindset. Correct, no? Me first, team first. See, competing means destroys trust, develop trust. You get an idea, correct, no? Don't think win-lose. Duryodhana was always win-lose. Duryodhana thought if I win, Pandavas lose. And if Pandavas win, I am lost. Actually, Yudhishthira Maharaj thought, if I become the king, I can also give half the kingdom to Kauravas to rule also. And Yudhishthira will not rule everything himself. He will give it to his brothers also. He always had a win-win thinking, shared thinking. Like you can see this. Arjuna was commander-in-chief. But for 7 Akshavinis, he made one commander. It's called shared leadership. But what Duryodhana did, he had 11 Akshavinis. He made only one commander-in-chief. Who is that? Bhishma. And then when Bhishma comes out, then Karna will go. Therefore, the 11 Akshavini people, nobody felt any responsibility given to them. Because everything Duryodhana was keeping in his hands. We should have shared leadership. Yeah. Yeah, read it.
One thing is, too much competition between centers is not good. The emphasis should be on cooperation, not competition. I do not think it is necessary to have 2 presses. We should not misuse time and money. Better to convince Mohananda to increase his press work and supply you with all materials, and in return you supply him with something that is mutual cooperation. And if you divert your attention to a lot of business, the spiritual advancement will be hampered.
In one city, both Amoga and Mohanananda, they both are distributing Prabhupada books. So already Mohanananda Prabhu has got printing press. And Prabhupada told Amoga that you can buy books from him instead of you making another printing press. Why do you reinvent the wheel? Because 2 presses running would cost so much of money and everything. Time will be wasted. Focus on book distribution, like that he said. Cooperate, both of you. Let him give you something, you give something else to him. Yeah. Wishing to read that? Unhealthy. What is unhealthy attitude?
Wishing to pull down the person in the fray of competing.
Yeah. See, if these guys are going to do this tug of war, both will fall down, correct? No? That's what happens in an unhealthy team. See, here is a healthy team. Read that.
Healthy competition takes place when you remain friends even while competing.
Yeah. See, even while competing, he is pulling him up, correct? No? Taking him up. Similarly, you lend a helping hand. I am going ahead, but you also come, because we both are serving Prabhupada's mission. See, when you are having a war with Maya, you should not shoot your friend in the side. Because he is also warring with Maya, you are also warring with Maya, correct? No? Yeah. Yeah, read that.
Healthy competition takes place when it brings out the best in you to perform better. It creates stronger bond between the members.
These 2 are the conditions. How do you know 2 friends have a healthy competition? For example, me and Gauranga Prabhu, we were studying in IIT together. He was B.Tech, I was M.Tech. Naturally, he is 3-4 years younger than me. But I saw that, when we were reading small books, medium books, he was reading Bhagavad Gita at that time. When I came to Bhagavata, he had early started with Bhagavatam. When he was reading CC, I was starting Bhagavatam. So he was always in reading ahead. I was very motivated and inspired by him to read. And he would be coming and talking to me about the coordination, organization, managing. Later on, I went to Pune. He was in Chapati. So, because he had such a good reading culture, he started the Bhaktivedanta Vidyapitham, correct, no? So, I also went there and I spent a couple of years there studying Bhagavatam and CC. He also would give classes in Gauranga Darshan Prabhu. Sometimes he would tell me to give, I would give also. So, after that, in Pune, I came back and started in Pune one institute called BVRV. We started Bhaktivedanta Raja Vidyalaya, like that. So, in this way, my connecting with him and he's connecting with me, there was a lot of sharing and learning. So, if we don't share and learn, then we pull each other's legs by talking ill of one another, we cannot do any good. So, but healthy competition means somebody helps you to bring the best out of you and your bond becomes thicker. Like this father, he want to make some salad and give to the child. But child, no, Papa, I will do it. I want to prepare my own salad, child is saying. Okay, father is saying, okay, you prepare it, I will help you. You can see that, look at the child's face, you can understand. He wants to do it, correct, no? But father is helping. Similarly, if a younger devotee is unable to do anything, you are mature and you have already done, like Jambavan gave a chance to whom? Hanuman. Like that you can help, bring the best out. And that increases the bond also. Like, once I had sent 2 brahmacharis to one project. After 1 year, the younger brahmachari wanted to come back. I asked why. Prabhuji, he only gives all the classes, Prabhu. Then I asked why he doesn't give you. He is telling me to sit in his class. Then did you sit? Yes, Prabhuji, I sat for 3 to 6 months. Now I am saying most of the things that he speaks I know now. I also want to be empowered to give class. Then why don't you tell him? Prabhuji, I am a little hesitant to tell him. He doesn't understand my... Indirectly I have told him, please allow me to do some classes myself also. Then I called the senior and said, see, Prabhu, you want to lose your junior? No, Prabhuji, he's very good. I am training him now. He's attending my classes. He said, he has attended enough class now. He also want to give lectures. So give him one batch. Yes, Prabhuji, I have given him a batch which he will prepare and give it to me and then he will also attend along with them. He said, I said, no. Give him freedom. Some amount of freedom. Let him do. So after that he gave freedom. Then both of them could work out very well. And then the younger one started taking help of the senior. Prabhuji, I have some difficulty in this. That way when he seeks help from the senior, their bond became stronger. Rather than he keeping all control himself only. Correct, no? Yeah, see here. Here the one fellow has a vision, the friend fellow. And then all of them are having their own respective things. Everybody is going in the same direction. Correct, no? See, transcendental competition in spiritual life. Yeah. See here, Krishna is going to forest of Vrindavan. One boy is telling, Jati duram gate Krishne vanishe shobha ikshnayatam aham purvam iti sansprishyare mire. One boy is telling, see, Krishna is going to see the beauty of the forest. I am going to run and touch him first. Another boy is saying, no, I will run and touch first. And then both are running. While running, they both are smiling at each other. Abhi taking account pahale choega. Who will touch Krishna first? They both are running. While running, they are not gritting the teeth envious of one another. While running, they are running how? Smiling at one another. And then one of them is touching Krishna, the other one says, Jai, he says. He's very happy. On the other hand, of course, Krishna embraces both of them. In spiritual world, there can be more than one best. See here, Ahampuram. Covered boy is wanting to touch Krishna first. Versus demon wanting nectar first. That's a big difference. Covered boys actually see one another as lovable friends. Their competition is actually healthy competition. Whereas demons' competition was unhealthy competition, isn't it? So that is unhealthy competition. This is unhealthy competition. See, in this bike race, so many things you can see. You know, first of all, how many of you observed they were going like a snake? Why they were going like this? So that other fellow cannot get ahead. Some people put a block in others' progress by going like a snake. If you go straight, others will go ahead. Huh? Secondly, you saw each one was going so fast that they were thrown to the side. Then you saw one was kicking the other. You observed that? Yeah. So that's cutthroat competition, unhealthy competition. And I'm going to conclude now. This is a very important purport of Prabhupada called Vaikuntha thinking. If you put in Bhagavatam, just put Vaikuntha thinking, you will get this. Please read this.
Everyone should be friendly for the service of the Lord. Everyone should praise another service to the Lord and not be proud of his own service. This is the way of Vaishnava thinking, Vaikuntha thinking. There may be rivalries and apparent competition between servants in performing service. But in the Vaikuntha planets, the service of another servant is appreciated, not condemned. This is Vaikuntha competition. There is no question of enmity between servants. Everyone should be allowed to render service to the Lord to the best of his ability, and everyone should appreciate the service of the others. Such are the activities of Vaikuntha. Since everyone is a servant, everyone is on the same platform and is allowed to serve the Lord according to his ability.
Yeah. So don't be boastful about your service. Don't say my service is the best service. Appreciate service of other devotees. And in case somebody does better than you, don't condemn them. You say it's there in 7th canto. This purport, very important purport. You can find out. Vaikuntha thinking. If you put, you will get it. Yeah. So all are servants. What kind of competition can be there among servants? Somebody is mopping the floor. Somebody is washing the pots. Somebody is cooking. Krishna is more attracted to our service attitude and mood of gratitude than magnitude. Correct, no? Like the squirrel. So what is the solution to rise above envy? Encourage others and develop empathy, develop resilience and perseverance. Putting team success above personal success. Think about your whole team. Don't think about only yourself. Take everybody with you ahead towards the goal. Compete with yourself, not with others. See this swimmer. He's looking at the stopwatch, whether my speed has increased, correct, no? Look at your own stopwatch. Don't check your previous year's performance and this year's performance. Compete with yourself. Everyone is a unique creation. Appreciate that. See this lady is number 1 rank in IAS, although handicapped. Handicapped people are nowadays not called as handicapped. They call them as differently abled. They call them. They're differently abled. Imagine if there is only one fruit like this in the entire world, how it will be. Therefore, Lord has created varieties of fruits. Appreciate diversity. Okay, there is a verse. Everyone's talent is different. Yeah. Admire and learn from those who are better than you. Feel compassion and help those who are inferior to you. Always know that the world is full of living entities, both better and inferior. We are never the best. There are always people better than us. There are always people inferior. You are not the best. Right consciousness in competition means to serve the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And then here are devotees. Uddhava. Uddhava is a top-notch devotee of Krishna. He praised the gopis. See, Krishna himself is massaging the feet of Lord Balram. There are many examples. Kaviraj Goswami praising Vrindavan Das Thakur, Mahashwaka Leela, all devotees saying Jai, 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 when Mahaprabhu was awarding mercy to many others. So many examples are given here. When Shukadeva Goswami was speaking, in that assembly, even his guru Vyasadeva was sitting, and his guru Narada was sitting also, like our Jivanand Prabhu is sitting here in this assembly. Although I am an insignificant fellow, but he's sitting and listening even after a jet lag. It's like that. So, thank you, Srila Prabhupada ki. So, when Prabhu comes for the next session, we will request Prabhuji to answer the questions if any of you had regarding healthy competition and unhealthy competition. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Krishna.